At Align 5, we're passionate about working with growth-oriented entrepreneurs and helping them scale their businesses. And we align our thinking around what we call the entrepreneurial company life cycle. So we work with companies at various stages, whether it's at the early stages of growth, that hyper-growth phase, or after you've implemented the processes and systems that help you sort of maximize value, reaping the rewards of that asset. And then we work with companies as they're preparing to exit, all the way through an exit of the company. And we really get to see all the different challenges that the entrepreneurs face at those various stages.
You know, it's fascinating. There's so much attention given to startups, and startups are the darling of our industry. They're certainly the darling of the government and initiatives, and there's all this attention around startups. And as soon as you get a successful startup and you start to scale, then all of a sudden all the attention goes away and there's this massive gap in the middle. And governments stop being supportive. In fact, they let giant elephants really kind of give scaling companies a hard time. They take away a lot of the incentives and the tax breaks. They start to create really cumbersome employment law for scale-ups. And they're back on the darling startup, and these scale-ups get trapped in the middle. And it's the part of the life cycle where so many companies fail. So we all know the statistics on startup failures, 80% of startups in 5 years and all those things. But where the damage is being done, companies that finally get past that startup phase and they've got a bright, promising future, and all the support goes away. And that's an area that we're really passionate about, helping these successful startups get to the next stage of the life cycle. And then I think you could probably talk about the least served area of the market around education and business knowledge and certainly expertise is after you've successfully scaled, you finally get to the end, and the real important, in fact, the most important event in the life cycle of an entrepreneur is about to happen, and that's the exit. And you could talk, and I can talk for hours about the complete gap at the end around resources about how to do the exit.
Yeah, there's that great Stephen Covey quote, begin with the end in mind. And for the most part, a lot of companies really never think about the exit. And as John said, there's really nothing there to help educate companies prepare for that end game, that vision at the end of where you're taking the company. And that's one of the areas that we really love to work with companies, is to help them envision what a successful exit will look like and then work backwards to make that a reality.
Yeah, and here's the best part of the whole equation. The things that set the company up for a really successful exit are identical to the things that give the entrepreneur work-life balance, that give the company the ability to scale. It's all that work looking ahead and trying to think about what the exit looks like. And to be clear, when we say exit, we don't necessarily mean you sell it to another company. You may exit to your children, you may exit to your employees, but at the end of the day, the entrepreneur, the founder, ultimately will have to step aside from that company. And it's our goal that they can elegantly step aside, and whoever's there next can fall right into the role of continuing to grow that company. And all the strategies that are important in creating that great exit are the same strategies that are important during the scale-up phase and giving that entrepreneur a great sense of control and freedom over their business.